MicheleMarieDalene, me to you. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's the 9th of August, September, I'm sorry. September. Seems like it's still August. Okay, anyway, so I wanted to let you know what's going on now. I mentioned a couple projects yesterday. I'm going to briefly append a video to this one. I gotta try to get it and see if we can focus the camera in so you can see it. It's really, yeah, it's that small. I don't know if we can get the camera to focus. I'll try here. Yeah, there we go. There's a little lens it's gonna solder to. See? And I want to show you another thing too. Let's take a look at the original FUBAR eyesight board that was in my computer, and I noticed, like I said, that this is the only high-speed USB device that is 480 megabits per second on a high-speed interface. And I said to myself, you know, what a pity. I mean, the same bus would be great for for hard drives and things like that. So, as you can see the board there. So what I did was, since I went to FUBAR anyway, I don't know what kind of connector this is, guys. I don't know what Apple used. I've never seen a plug like this before. However, on the other side of this crazy cockamamie thingy is colors are fairly standard. Let's see if we try to zoom in on this here. Yeah, that'll do. You got your standard 4 wires here of USB. You got your power, you got your earth, and you have your transmit data and your receive data. So that part's the same. It's using the same standard color scheme. It's just this connector here is the alien thing. I don't know anything about this connector. In the video, I showed you the some of the pieces I have to work with. Nope. We're talking about the connector. It connects the camera, the high-speed USB camera to the machine. It is something that Apple came up with. It's a strange little plug, and but like I said, it's a real pity that it's not really a standard USB connector whatsoever, because if it was, you could easily have put a set up a connector on the machine so you can have a high-speed 480 megabits per second port on the back if you want to forego the camera. Now, that's still a possibility. It's not impossible to do. I'm giving it some thought to do just that. That is to, I got the original connector, which I showed in the video. I took off the old camera board that was FUBAR, and I decided to look at the wiring, and it is the same colors as standard USB, and so it should be easy enough to wire on an adapter cable to make it standard to a standard USB A female connector, so you can connect in your into your favorite USB devices, such as printers, scanners, anything else that needs a high-speed bus, definitely hard drives, and even compact flash readers. These are the kind of things that really benefit, because unfortunately for us, as much as I like FireWire, guess what? FireWire is not the main interface anymore. Now it's USB 3.0, which I don't have, but I got USB 2.1, or sorry, 2.0, which I will use, 2.0, which has a potential rate of 480 megabits per second, not megabytes. So we're not talking about no Speedy Gonzales here when you really think about it. They're talking about something close to 48 megabytes per second. Megabytes? Is that right? I don't think so. Maybe. You have to do the math. Gotta do the math. Maybe it's kilobytes. 480 kilobytes per second. Okay. 48 kilobytes per second, maybe possibly, I don't know. Anyway, it's fast, but it's nowhere near FireWire speed, even though FireWire is getting really long in the tooth. FireWire 400, it does 400 megabytes per second, which is much faster. And of course, FireWire 800 is a potential rate of 800 megabytes per second. Now, I've mentioned it many times because I have my Power Mac G5 does both. 400 and 800, and yes, the 800 is definitely much faster than 400. Now, I did order a new camera for the iMac, which comes with a new little microphone. What I'm going to be showing you in the video is the little microphone, the little condenser microphone element that became unsoldered from its wires. I did attempt to solder that last night, and what happened was I lost the element on the floor somewhere. It was that small. Yeah, you saw how small it is. I almost got the wires on it, but let's put it this way. It was more of an exercise to see if I could do it, not so much to see if I could really fix it. I mean, if I could fix it, that'd be great, but it wasn't really like pushing it. I was just trying to learn to see if I can solder such teeny little connectors. I get kind of close, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out quite right. But that's life, you know. So now, let's say, now we get the camera and the microphone and everything, and I put it together, and the Mac, you know, works with it. Am I going to keep it? Well, if it works, yeah. If not, I got another use for that 480 megabits per second bus. I'm sure I can come up with a way to make a little way to bring the internal port out of the machine into some connector bay, so I can put it to work for something a little more productive, like I said, like USB, high-speed hard drives and things like that, and compact flash readers, and maybe an external video webcam. Now, if I was to go buy a webcam, let me be honest, I'll tell you right now, I definitely would go with the FireWire EyeSight, because that would look really, really nasty on my iMac G5. It wouldn't look too great on my eMac because that's white, or my iMac. But you know, you can't have everything. So definitely FireWire is the way to go. Now, what about the add-on accessory made by Griffin called the light for the EyeSight? Sure. That would be nice too. We'll have to see what happens with the future of that. Speaking of EyeSight, we're talking about EYESIGHT here. EyeSight, not camera. EyeSight. My eyes are they're kind of doing okay today. Yeah, sort of. Nothing really astounding. I think what happens is when they're right on is that it's never really consistent because the cataracts are dissolving, but it's taking so long to do it. By the way, I looked into the minimum requirements for getting an Apple Watch. Sorry guys, iPhone 4S doesn't quite have it. It's a little bit short on the resources to get an Apple iWatch. And we belong to Apple iWatch because everything in the Apple universe starts with the letter I, right? iPhone, iWatch, EyeSight, yeah. If they had a printer, they'd probably call it iPrint. iMac. That's kind of interesting, because the word iMac means integrated Mac, and nowadays you think of it means Intel Mac. Make sure, please, you not get the two mixed up, because the original iMacs were not Intel, they were PowerPC. I know, I had one. In fact, I kind of missed it, actually. It was a CRT-based G3, and the G4 was iMac, has got the banker's lamp design, which I don't have. I never had the G4. you know, you never know. Do I have buyer's remorse for buying an Intel-based Mac? Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, like I said, it does what it does, but it's not really my cup of tea by any stretch of the imagination. I really kind of like sticking with the PowerPC line. It keeps my shop consistent. I mean, I know how to get into the, PowerPC Macs and work on them, and I know what things I need to check, and the batteries, and then how to reset the what called the BIOS on the iMac. It's just hold on Command Option P and R when you boot up, and it will, when you hit a gong, and then it will just hold on like 2 gongs, just to be safe, make sure it's set right. So, yeah, it's really kind of, the way I do things. Is that why he hasn't been around? But the thing is,
Is that why he's not around?
I think that if Apple had decided to stick with the PowerPC processors, at least for the servers, the X-serves, they could have made a significant market share right now. Even if it was just the desktops that still had the Intel processors. But now, of course, they might be going to ARM processors, which is still based on the PowerPC paradigm. So anyway, yeah, Recieve Kitty Cat is laying on my bed right now. I don't know if he's going to be laying on it when he comes home from lunch, but maybe he will be. I don't know what's lunch today. Don't ask me. I don't know. Okay. But I do want to talk to you about some technology, and I happen to have it with me right here. And unfortunately, I'm using my iPhone front camera, so I can't really show it to you as easily. So I'm going to show it to you really quickly. This is something that comes from T-Mobile. This is for the network. It's actually made by Samsung. This here is a MiFi mobile hotspot device. And as you can see, my iPhone is connected to it right now. Okay, this little thing is an LTE compatible model. This is the SMV100T. Obviously, the T stands for T-Mobile. It's very nice. There are many reviews on this. I'm not so much going to focus on the review of what it does, because there's plenty of reviews on the actual device. What I am going to tell you about is why I like it. This allows me to easily be anywhere I want, and I can do things like upload videos on LTE speed. Now, my phone here is not an LTE phone. It's a 3G phone, or 3G plus phone. Sometimes marketing speak say, well, it's a 4G phone. Oh, it's not. It's a 3G plus phone. Okay? I think it stands for, I don't know if it's HSPA or HSUPA, HSP, DPA, whatever you want to use for the letter soup. I don't care. In other words, it's not as fast as it could be. So what the 3G does, to use the MiFi, I just pair it up with my phone through Wi-Fi, and that uses the 4G or 4G LTE from T-Mobile, and I get about, because it is a shared connection among hundreds of other people in some networks who share the same bandwidth. I get like on the average anywhere from about 18 megabits per second up and 18 megabits per second down, all the way up to 24 megabits per second down and 24 megabits per second up, depending on the network conditions. So yeah, it's fast, and it's I don't pay a lot. I think I pay $30 a month, and I get 3 gigabytes of data on it. Plus, after that, it just throttles down to about 128 kilobits per second, which is still good for emails and weather and some websites. Watching videos at 100 kilobits per second isn't so great, but that's okay. I mean, I don't usually watch a lot of videos on my phone, especially when I'm on the road. But when I'm doing videos, if I don't want to wait till I get back to the house, get to my home DSL high-speed connection, I just go ahead and turn it on. I connect into my phone through Wi-Fi, and then I can upload from there. So it makes it a really great, simple way to solve a internet need wherever I want to go. And because the soup kitchen does not have Wi-Fi, so that means that if you want to do Wi-Fi here at the soup kitchen, you got to bring your own Wi-Fi. Because the soup kitchen is not going to invest money into funding something like that, especially with something that they don't think is going to help their cause or is going to cost them more money than it's worth. And on the other hand, if it works out for you, and it does for me, it's really not that bad. I paid about $40 for this device a couple months ago, and I think I bought it about August. I bought it early August. I've used it several times, and it does work very well. The only thing I don't got me about the SM-V100T I do not like is the way the user interface works on it. It's as slow as frozen poop on a plate sitting sideways. In other words, it doesn't move very quick. It's slow because what it is the PHP scripts are in a compressed format, and then it has to uncompress them to run them. I think that's a really bad design. But then when you see that that's not using a lot of TPA for its own use, you can see why. Now, you can put an external memory. It has compact flash TF flash card slot. Well, what is that for? I mean, really? I mean, are you going to, if you have put it in the TF flash card, does the machine automatically get faster? Does it realize now it doesn't need to compress the PHP scripts and leave them in the native raw form? I don't know. I never really found out. I never really tried it. Because my 8 GB TF flash card got a little messed up and it doesn't work. So I need to get a new TF flash card. But I'm not going to go buy it right now because I have other things to do, like laundry. I have things to do, like laundry, get some bed sheets. The porch is coming along. But I really wish that the construction crew would get the stairs in and focus on the things that need to be done right now. Because if they don't get the porch done before the end of September, then I am definitely out of luck with the housing. So, yeah, I got plenty of reasons to be chomping at the bit. But could I handle it if for some reason I lose the housing because of the lapse of time? Yeah, I probably could, but I'm not looking forward to it. So that's kind of the reason why I get a little fed up with the whole business with the porch. Right now, me and Dory are doing fine. I didn't talk much about Dory and me. I really should. Well, I really would like to have her join me with this because this is really kind of more of a couple talk. We don't really want to, go into the one talker and then the other one says, I didn't say that, So, we just want to just take our time and work it out. Rusty and Sasha are a couple. They are definitely very much very, very close to each other. You got Fame, however, it kind of gets in the way. Fame is kind of like the third cat. He's like he doesn't like Sasha. Sasha doesn't like him. So the two kind of hiss at each other. They're not going to swing claws at each other because they realize that it's not worth the pain, aggravation, and she's carrying. She has a family of kittens, and she's not going to want it. She needs to nurse them, so she doesn't want to get hurt. By the way, the kittens are doing good. They are growing up. I am a little concerned because they have fleas. That was probably when they were outside. They got fleas in the fur, and then, of course, Dory's concerned, as am I. But let's be honest here. Dory said, well, according to what I read, she said that we can bathe the kittens. So yes, you can, but you got to be very gentle with them because they're very small. You know, you don't want to scare them badly enough. You know, by pouring water over their heads, they're not going to like that, you know. You got to be sure to approach them like you would a newborn child, because that's what they are. They're, I mean, sure, they're 4 weeks old, 4 weeks old now, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they're going to appreciate you dumping water all over their face. And as a really, ideally, you should be using no tears baby shampoo, not regular every bar soap. You can use bar soap, but make sure not to get it in their eyes, okay? Hurts. Trust me, I know it hurts. Okay, I accidentally got soap in my eyes yesterday too. It hurt. I was like, really fun with it. Oh, you gotta watch it. He likes to get all them. I really got. They said, oh, nice and cleaned up yesterday. So I gotta do laundry today. I gotta, you know, do things like that. So. Oh, I know. I'm running on and on. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm going to be doing more videos. Again, I'm sorry that I've had a little hiatus. You know, that's just life. You know, I have other things to do besides sit in front of a camera every day. Sometimes I do more things than that. And like I said, I did try that experiment. I'm going to put that video, at least part of the video here, at least showing you the microphone. And as I said, yes, I can easily convert or bring that high-speed 480 megabits per second USB port out of the computer and use it for something like a high-speed device. I haven't tried it yet. I got the connector from the old camera off it, which was, as it says, the standard 4 wires. Now, the only thing to do is to get the USB port. Am I afraid to carve up the computer like a Christmas turkey? Not really. I mean, I'd rather see it stay working more than worrying about it being really pristine. I would like to see the original camera work, the new camera work on it. But, well, it's an Intel Mac, okay? You know what I mean, right? It's a piece of crap. That's what it means. It's, I mean, it works, but I really kind of wish I had,
if they didn't pull that car,
I really wish I had a Power Mac, you know, like a Power Mac G4 or PowerBook G4 1.33 gigahertz machine. That would have been nice, a PowerBook. I didn't get one. I should have. I originally got the Mac just originally so I could sync my iPhone, which I do use it for that. But, you know, I was going to originally was going to bring the blue and white G3 down the stairs. Unfortunately, that's just it. It went down the stairs. The thing actually fell down the stairs, and it ended up looking like, well, it was totaled when it fell down the second flight of stairs. There was nothing left of it except the broken pieces. This is a couple months ago. So the blue and white G3 is now in the trash. But the, I might want to buy a new one. I'm thinking about getting, I don't know, Quicksilver maybe, or a mirror drive door, or something like that in the future. That's not right now, okay? I got some bigger projects to do. So I'm got a couple things to do. That's not much. And once we get the occupancy permit for the apartment, then I can start going back in there, and we can start moving our stuff back in, and get back to our main studio, and hopefully we'll get our lives back together. Me and Dory will have my big bed again, so we can both have a nice, comfortable place to sleep on. By the way, at least Rusty is enjoying the bed, or the floor anyway. He's laying there right now, or was when I left. I don't know if he's still there now. He moved into the parlor. That's where he usually sleeps, is in the parlor. But he's, you know, he's having a good time at the house right now. Him and Sasha sit close to kissy, and he's very happy. He's a daddy cat, you know. He's gonna very soon. He's in a couple of years, and maybe about a year. He's gonna be a granddaddy. you know. So that'd be kind of cool. I'll see what happens. For him to be able to find out if his kittens have kittens. I mean, I think Rusty would definitely be more interested than some people think. Turns out cats are evolving and they are becoming more and more intelligent. And as they go on, then they are, becoming more domesticated and they're more of a, they're still hunters in heart, so that's not going to change. I mean, we depend on them for hunting, but we also able to have them around as friends, and that's what makes cat owners, so appreciative of the cats. Is we know what they are. We know that they're hunters. We know that they are cold-blooded killers. So we know that they can kill mice and rats and birds and everything else. But we also know that they got a soft side too. And you just gotta love them for that. I mean, they're trying to adapt to our world, and so we have to be understanding that they also understand and appreciate us being around too. Even if it is for just a food source, it's still a thing for the cat, All right, I'll let you go. Okay, please do not forget to like or dislike, share with everybody, friends, family, whoever. Subscribe if you have not already done so. That helps me and Lumi to know who's interested and who's not. And you get comments, suggestions, kudos, whatever, place them in the comment section below here, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, did you know there's a lot more going on right now at our websites? Are you watching all 4 of them? If not, check them out. There's a list right here. We got 3 YouTube channels and 1 audio-only channel for your enjoyment. So come on, dig in and see all the stuff we do here at the North American Snow Queen Palace.